Here are the 3 reasons why you feel behind financially. 1, you don't know where you stand. 2, you don't know where you want to get to. And 3, you don't have a plan for how you're going to get there. All right, let's say somebody racks up some credit card debt and they have a loose idea of wanting to pay it off. All right, so they make some payments, a couple of years go by, and they look up and they're in the hole more than they were when they started. All right, now there's a couple of problems with that, right? One is they didn't have a defined goal, which meant there wasn't really a catalyst to get there. But 2, they didn't have a good understanding of what put them in that situation in the first place, right? And that where things stand bucket. They didn't recognize that their spending, outstripped how much they were making. And so they were adding on debt month in, month out. And of course, without an end goal in mind and understanding where you start, it's impossible to drive a course of action from there. So what I'd recommend, whether you're somebody who's net negative and they want to get to break even, or a high earner who feels like they should have more in the bank than they do, here's what you should do. Pick one financial goal you want to accomplish. Become debt free, buy a house, buy a car, retire, whatever it might be. Pick that goal and then break down where you're at today. Look at your net worth. In particular, budget well. Look at your income and all your expenses and understand, are you above or below even every month, right? Because that's going to drive your course of action, right? Once you have the starting and end points, the plan comes together for you. If you're net negative, you got to increase income or cut expenses somehow, right? And that's the starting step. Now, if you're net positive, then it becomes a decision of how are you allocating your money, okay? But it all starts with getting uncomfortable and confronting your financial reality. I see way too many people just stick their heads in the sand because they don't want to face the reality of what's going on in their lives, okay? The thing is, that only sets you up for failure. So confront it, understand your current situation, have an end goal in mind, and then let that drive you forward in terms of the steps you need to take to get there. If this is helpful, give a like and follow for more.